This is messed up. And so am I for going along with it. I'm scared.
Seriously, what the hell is that? Hikaru, come on! Hikaru, why is this happening? Who is that?
Even if he is a fake, I want him to stay.
What follows is a slow, haunting unraveling, a story of grief, devotion, and the quiet horror of not knowing what's real anymore. A story that forces its protagonist and us to face an impossible choice: turn away and lose them again, or cling to what's left, even if it's an illusion, even if it ruins you. This is The Summer Hikaru Died, released in 2025, a 12-episode descent through the 5 stages of grief, told through the eyes of someone who can't let go. For those who haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it, but from here on out, there will be spoilers ahead. In 2020, deep in the quiet mountain of Nisayama, a teen boy runs frantically through the forest. The beam of his flashlight slices through the trees. Behind him, distant voices echo, men calling out a single name. We finally see who they are looking for, but not in the way we'd hoped. Hikaru's body lies motionless, his breath barely a whisper, calling out the name of his best friend.
Yoshiki.
Hikaru's hand reaches towards the sky, gathers what little strength he has left, and calls for somebody, anybody. An ominous presence lingers, swirling in shades of red, black, and white. At its center, a bright red core pulses like a living heart. It's alive. It seeps into Hikaru, consuming, merging, and becoming one. All that remains is a lonely corpse in the dark. We cut to black and fast forward 6 months to a hot summer day. We find ourselves in the middle of a conversation between Yoshiki and Hikaru, but something feels off. Yoshiki can't bring himself to look at Hikaru. Hikaru brushes it off. He even teases Yoshiki, but beneath the teasing, there's something heavier, something Yoshiki can't ignore. He finally asks the question that's been eating away at him.
You are not the real Hikaru, are you? Huh?
Generations of the Indo family have kept a secret ritual, a pact with a supernatural entity in the mountains. They call it Nanaki. It takes away whoever you love most, never touches the Indo bloodline. But now, that ritual has failed. Strange accidents spread across the village. The barrier between life and death, broken. Whatever caused it didn't disappear, it moved. And now, it's hiding among the people of the village. Meanwhile, Hikaru's body has been taken over by something. This new Hikaru explains that he has the memories of the body he inhabits, but not the experiences that come with it. Yoshiki understands that Hikaru is gone and nothing will ever change that. And yet, he doesn't want this new version of him to leave. So he makes a silent promise. He won't tell anyone, he'll keep it their secret. And as the days go by, Yoshiki can't hold it in anymore. He starts to question himself. The bond Hikaru and Yoshiki shared is what makes this so hard for Yoshiki to accept, that whatever now lives inside Hikaru's body is dangerous. The new Hikaru, he's unstable. He doesn't truly understand what it means to be human, or the feelings that come with it. The village begins to notice. Superstition runs deep here. Whispers of curses and mountain spirits are part of daily life. The fear of being discovered starts to consume the new Hikaru, and in that fear, he begins to do things only a monster would, things Yoshiki would never forgive, or at least, that's what we'd like to believe. Yoshiki asks the new Hikaru a simple question. Do you like me? The new Hikaru answers without hesitation. Yeah, I do. I like you a lot. Yoshiki freezes. Hikaru had never told him that before, not once. It's here where we begin to understand what's really haunting Yoshiki. His grief and his love are tangled together. Whether Hikaru ever returned his feelings doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that for the first time, he says the words Yoshiki always wanted to hear, and in that, Yoshiki finds comfort, a cruel kind of comfort. The new Hikaru finds a way for them to connect and understand each other. Yoshiki looks away, bashful, his gaze fixed on the floor, but then his usual self-censorship disappears. Then comes the invitation to reach for something inside. The boundary between him and the new Hikaru dissolves. When he finally reaches inside, he is closer to Hikaru than he has ever been, closer than the world allows, closer than grief or shame permits. Yoshiki's conflicted feelings, fascination, fear, guilt, they swirl together, forbidden and untouchable. One evening, as they walk home with classmates, Yoshiki catches sight of something twisted in the corner of his vision. A floating head, its neck tethered to a body by a thin, shadowy thread. An impurity. Before it can reach him, the new Hikaru steps in, explaining that it wanted to latch onto him. He basically commands Yoshiki to only look at him moving forward, that he is the only one allowed to latch onto him. This is showing us how the new Hikaru's care is becoming a form of control, and how Yoshiki's love turns into quiet surrender. The new Hikaru knows it now, knows that no matter what happens, Yoshiki won't leave and he'll make sure of it. But the longer the new Hikaru stays, the stranger things become. Yoshiki learns from the new Hikaru that Matsura, an old woman in their village, has passed. He says it with a smile, more fascinated by the police cars than by what's happened. Yoshiki stays silent, eyes hidden beneath his bangs, as if shielding himself from what he's beginning to suspect. He doesn't ask how, and he doesn't want to. Yoshiki has come to terms with what the new Hikaru really is, a threat. After he hurts one of their classmates, Yoshiki decides to take matters into his own hands. He invites the new Hikaru to skip school with him for the day. We cut between the school's choir concert, Yoshiki's parents at work, and the boys' quiet day together. Back at Yoshiki's house, the two sit together. Yoshiki shares a video of the choir concert. As the new Hikaru sings along, Yoshiki reaches into his backpack. A knife flashes, blood spills, Yoshiki collapses, gagging at what he's done. The new Hikaru stares in disbelief, not angry, but confused. Yoshiki's desperate plan to end it has failed. He realizes he can't kill what shouldn't exist. So instead, he asks the new Hikaru to kill him. He can't bring himself to take Yoshiki's life. Instead, he gives him a piece of himself, sharing his essence. By accepting it, Yoshiki allows himself to be changed. Throughout scenes, the anime frames Yoshiki's evolving connection with the new Hikaru alongside images of change. Its shedding, its fall, its inevitable movement forward reflects Yoshiki's own journey. Once emerged, he cannot return to the relationship he had with the original Hikaru. Throughout episode 3, we are shown frames of sunflowers at full bloom, which normally symbolize life, vitality, and optimism. In this episode, Yoshiki is forced to confront a harsh reality. The longer the new Hikaru remains, the greater the danger he possesses. His mixing threatens not just himself, but everyone around him. This confrontation brings Yoshiki face to face with Nanaki. And in response, the entity becomes confused, hyperfixated, and violent. Yoshiki admits aloud that while this presence has Hikaru's voice and face, it's not truly him. As Nanaki begins to seep into Yoshiki's body, the experience is grotesque and unsettling, and at the same time it feels good and intimate, a reminder that this connection comes at a cost. Yet, Nanaki, rather the new Hikaru, shows restraint, apologizing for what has transpired and pleading only for Yoshiki not to hate him. In that moment, Yoshiki makes a conscious choice. He accepts the living echo of his friend. Grief is one of the most difficult experiences a human can face. It comes in waves, it's not linear, and it manifests differently for everyone. Whether it's the loss of a friend, a partner, or a relative, whether through a fight, a breakup, distance, or death, its impact is ever-changing. Some days it barely registers, other days it hits like a ton of bricks. And yet, no matter how deeply we grieve, nothing can bring back the person we've lost. During the 6 months we skip at the start of the series, Yoshiki doesn't question how Hikaru could still be with him after witnessing his motionless body. The appearance of a new Hikaru alive and recovering in the hospital creates a surreal, almost impossible reality, and for a while, Yoshiki clings to the illusion that everything is normal. The facade begins to crack, and we witness his frustration and irritation toward new Hikaru. Short-tempered and withdrawn, Yoshiki lashes out quietly, not just at Hikaru, but at himself. There's an implicit self-loathing, a resentment for allowing this substitution to exist, and anger at the world for presenting him with this impossible situation. Yoshiki tells himself that he doesn't want this new Hikaru to leave, that sometimes love survives death in the wrong shape. He makes silent promises to keep their secret. He continues to mix with what remains of Hikaru, seeking to preserve their connection. He compromises with the idea that this new Hikaru is open and forward with his feelings, and that's exactly what Yoshiki needs to keep the fragile illusion afloat. Reality sinks in. This new Hikaru is not the original, and Yoshiki's grief deepens. Wilting sunflowers and quiet, solitary moments underscore the weight of his sorrow. Shame, guilt, and forbidden feelings towards Hikaru compound the despair, making each interaction both comfort and a source of pain. Acceptance comes quietly but powerfully. Yoshiki revisits memories of the original Hikaru, his warm smile, his loud laugh. Sitting with his elbows on his knees, arms crossed, and head bowed to the ground, Yoshiki lets out a cry. In that moment, we feel both the depth of his hurt and the resolve to face the truth. The person who understood him the most is gone. Grief doesn't end, it just changes shape. It finds new ways to sit with you, and for Yoshiki, he's learning to live with it. Summer Hikaru Died isn't just a horror story, it's an exploration of human connection and how easily love can turn into dependence. It captures the feeling of being suffocated in a place where you don't quite belong, while holding on to someone even when you know you shouldn't. Every interaction carries subtext, every glance a quiet subversion. It's also visually stunning. The backgrounds blur the line between reality and memory. The sound design, direction, the color choices, it all works together to make this story feel alive. After watching it, I felt compelled to write about it and share my thoughts with anyone willing to listen. There's so much more to say, but I think it's best experienced firsthand. It's one of the best anime I've seen this year, and I'm excited to see where it goes next. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. I'd also love to hear from you. Have you watched it yet? What are your thoughts? Did this video make you want to check it out? Drop a comment below, and thanks for watching. See you.